So it's been a crazy July for me. It's looking to be a crazy August for me too. Just full of moving. I haven't been able to get any videos out. What is up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into the Sneaker Circle. It's your boy Danny back with some more videos, and it's on me for not making any. But I also really haven't been hitting anything extravagant. No Travis High Air Jordan 1s, no Para Dunk Lows. I really wanted those SBs. Realistically, nothing. This Friday we do have Undefeated. I'm going to be trying for those. Sneakers has not been blessing me except for these. Now, I did get these in the mail like a couple days ago, and I'm finally doing a video on them. I did do a poll on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me, for the 90% of you that don't even sub to me here, it is the Sneaker Circle on Instagram. Follow me for more content. Check out the photos. Check out everything I do. But I did a poll asking, whoa, that leather scent just like hit me in the face. Wow, just like wafted it. Whew. So I did a poll and I asked people, what do they prefer? Do they prefer low tops or do they prefer high tops? Now, some of you are gonna be like, man, high tops won, like fair and square. They whoever chose lows is a bozo. But realistically, it was pretty close. It was like 50 something to 40 something, maybe like 60-40. Here's what it looked like. So in this video, I'm going to compare low tops versus high tops. I'll give you some fit details. I'll give you close-ups of both of them. I'll let you know the types of leather that they're both used. I do have a full review of these. So this is like more of a comparison of highs versus lows, what makes them different, and how come these aren't really getting the hype that they deserve, but why, in my opinion, they deserve to be in people's rotations. Let's get straight into it. So in front of us today, we do have the low top version and the high top version of the neutral grays. They're so discombobulated. Why are they so discombobulated? On July 29th, Sneakers was giving us like this whole like, oh, stay tuned. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Stay tuned for crazy release. And myself and a lot of other people assumed it had something to do with the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1, the fragment joints. That was not the case. That was not the case whatsoever. Instead, Sneakers decided to restock some bricks. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of those were pretty nice. They're like perfect everyday shoes. They're perfect little staples to add to your collection. Like these. I missed these on release day and I couldn't hit them for the life of me. And I was this close. I was like this close to paying resale. And resale on these isn't too bad. Retail was 120. Right now they're going for like the 160 range, 170 range, even on the apps. Those darn apps. And like, you know, prices aren't too bad. But getting these for retail makes me want to like beat them and wear them so much more. I did get these because I wanted to beat a shoe. I didn't really necessarily want to beat these too hard. Like sometimes it's easier to just throw on a low top when it's like hot out, when I want to wear shorts. Even though you're like, you know, calf boy summer's here, trying to work on them legs, so I can wear these with shorts. But realistically, I just wanted a nice go-to shoe to go. And I kind of like want to experiment with aging on them. Stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, sub. It's going to come sooner or later. But I am experimenting with ways to like force age shoes, give it that like vintage look. I'm testing different things. I'm testing like pens from Foxtrot. I'm testing the actual like aging method you can kind of find here on YouTube. Again, those videos are gonna be out. And I'm debating whether I should try it on these. Well, once I decide what's the better method, you know, maybe just try it on these. So when word came out that these were releasing, like initially when these were stated to release the 85 version and that a low top version was gonna come after, a lot of people just assumed that the 85 lows, like these were gonna mimic that 85 look, so it was gonna have a similar toe box, so it was gonna have like a similar shape. Now it does have a different, if you don't know, the Air Jordan 1 lows from like this era, maybe 2019 to 2020, 2021, they do have kind of a different cut and a different shape than the regular lows. I actually prefer this cut. It's like super simple, super sleek, and the toe box, the materials on these, they just do not miss. Travis Scott lows, the first ones, the Air Jordan 1 lows, those use the same similar shape, and those are like one of my favorite shoes in my entire collection. It's like out of the top 5, they're probably up there. And this is just gonna be a nice beater shoe to like accentuate that like daily rotation, especially since it's like really rainy right now, which is a funny story why I have these laced, but they're still like brand new, because I laced them to wear, but then it started raining on me, and I'm like, oh, I'll be good, I'll be fine. It's cowhide, I'm Gucci. But no, I forgot. Suede swoosh, suede collar. That didn't line up. So getting these two out of the way, let's focus on one of each. Now, the low tops have a closer fit to what you're kind of used to when it comes to Air Jordan 1s. When you think of like Air Jordan 1s, what have released? Let's see. Hypers, University Blues, Mochas, anything that's really released in the last couple of years all have this style toe box. So you see how it's kind of like pointed forward, it's kind of like flatter here, very wide foot friendly. Maybe not, it's still kind of narrow. But something the 85s did, which a lot of people absolutely, I've seen it, a lot of people do not like it, is they gave it that like sleek shape. It has more of a rounded toe. And these, and I think all the other ones, use a different type of leather as well. The suede on these isn't the best. They're actually the same. They actually use the same suede. Can't front about that. At least they stuck with that. Now, like I was mentioning, the 85s do use a cowhide, so it's a thicker, stiffer leather. But to me, cowhide's just means it's gonna wear in better. It's gonna last longer. When this starts like aging and like wearing in, breaking in, it's gonna feel fantastic. This leather is gonna get soft over time. So to me, this is a shoe that's built to last. Well, I gotta admit, this is a thin leather that they use on these, but it is pretty soft. Let me get as close as possible, just so I can show you how that looks, you know? You can already kind of see the creases right there. Like it's a really nice leather. People are like sleeping on these like crazy. Now retail is different. I think these retailed closer to $200, while these are only $150. But I'm telling you, these are so slept on. The details overall are the same, has that same tone of like neutral gray on the sides, has that same shade of white. One thing that they did with these is they didn't give it that like blue tongue that these have. I hate that. I hate that so much. It kind of has not a white tongue, but a closer to gray tongue, while these over here have that like blue. And it's not just my pair. Almost all these have them. When they're new like this, they have them. Laces are the same. You do have gray sole here and a gray sole here. Nothing too different on that front. And yo, I love this sneaker. I love this colorway. It's so simple. Like, even if I get tired of this all white colorway, what's stopping me from just like, you know, painting this toe red, painting this back red, dyeing this black, and bam, I have some Chicago low tops, you know? Like what's gonna stop me? This is a really good leather to have on a low top. It's a really good leather to wear. Not as good as this, in my opinion. I like the cowhide and I like the stiffness from this, but this isn't like, you would be happy owning this if you didn't have a pair of these, or you just don't have a pair of lows in general. Just try them out. In my ranking, I like these OG cuts right here. All right, let's get it straight real quick. Some of the high top Jordan ones, they don't have that 85, that higher OG cut. Sometimes they're like a little more slanted going down, closer to like what mids look like. I don't really like those. I don't like the way they look on the feet. That's my preference and a lot of people's preference. Mids are generally hated on. Not to say there aren't fire mids out there. Clots, the Levi collection, just there are fire mid tops out there. But I'm a sucker for these high tops, and I can't front. Never really liked low tops, the ones they used to do with like the big Jordan logo back here. But now that they're like changing the shape just a little bit on this is a good have for your collection. So one thing I guess I can mention is they both do come with these gray laces, but honestly, those aren't the move. You gotta keep these whites on. You gotta keep these whites on. And I guess to prove that I'm really gonna wear these, let's just take that off right away. I guess I can stick you back in there. And here we go. Let's give you one last overview of these lows, and I'll show you the highs in a second. All right, let's take a quick look at the highs and then close out, I guess. And that's probably where we're gonna end my video. So I'm gonna pass the question off to you. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer these high tops, which is probably gonna be the winner? Or do you like the more subtle low top? You know, you stick to the leather that you used to. You don't have to deal with something that's like completely different for a higher price. $400, $450, I think they're running at right now, versus like 160, 170-ish. Basically retail of a normal high top. Let me know in the comments down below. And again, if you're like 90% of the people, I think it's like 99%, honestly, that don't follow me, I mean, come on, feel free, try me out. Promise August is gonna have more videos. I gotta touch the bag somehow. Let's hope I get good parts. Probably gonna have to pay resale, but I'm out of here. Peace out. See you guys in the next one.